All right, this is level 3 of our exponent fluency, looking now at the quotient rule. Quotient means the answer to a division problem, and our problems look like fractions, but we know that fraction means divide, so that is why it is called the quotient rule. Again, we have the same bases in the numerator and the denominator, which is great. That means we're going to be able to simplify. And just like with the product rule, even if you do have the quotient rule memorized, you will need to be using this middle space in order to expand it. So first thing I can do is just put my fraction bar in there because I know I'm going to have a fraction. Okay. Now, in the numerator, I have 3 to the 5th power. So that means 3 times itself 5 times. So that is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 5 times. In the denominator, I have 3 squared, so 3 times itself 2 times. That would be 3 times 3. Now, in order to simplify, I can cancel some things out. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Here we go. I can cancel some things out because I know, for example, that 3 divided by 3 is 1. So these two can cancel, and that just becomes a 1. I can do the same thing with the next set of 3's. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so those cancel, and I'm left with a 1. Now, there's nothing else in the denominator. Oh, excuse me. There's nothing else in the denominator, so we can't cancel any of our other 3's. This is what we are left with. I have 3 times itself 3 times, so that means 3 to the 3rd power. Now, I do still have these 1's here, but of course 1 times 1 is just 1. And then 1 times 3 to the 3rd power is just 3 to the 3rd power. So that is why I do not have to write in those 1's. At this point, you should finish all of the level 3 problems. Please make sure you expand all of the exponents out and then do any cancellations that you can before writing your final answer. Pause this so you can work on it, and then when you are finished, you can press play again and it will show you the answers. Here are the first few answers to level 3. We'll have to do this in 2 sets. Notice that I have both my expansions and the final answer. Your expansions should have some cancellations. That's pretty hard for me to show on the computer, so that is why I don't have that. Go ahead and pause for a second to check your answers for these, and then I'll scroll down to show you the rest. Here are the remainder of the level 3 answers, so please pause again to check your answers. When you are finished, if you got them all correct, go ahead and move on to level 4. If you have some mistakes, please fix them and then try level 3 again.